I'm sorry, but how is Franco beside the point? I think he may very well be the point. The psychopath is spending time with my son, putting God knows what into his head. And what if it's something that Jake can't handle?
Then we'll help him. We'll let him know that he's loved and supported. But Jason, keeping the truth buried is not the way to go.
I agree. I told Franco he should back off, and we're going to find a therapist, someone with actual credentials, to work with Jake.
Great. That sounds good. How do you take it?
Franco?
Yeah.
Well, he took it better than Elizabeth did when I told her that we might need to rethink Jake's custody agreement.
Wait, you threatened to take Jake away from Elizabeth?
No, I would never keep him away from his mother. Elizabeth seems to think that Franco is good for Jake. She thinks that Franco is good, period. And I, for the life of me, can't figure out how we got here. How is Franco involved with my son's life at all? What?
Can I be real with you?
Yeah, of course. What sort of question is that?
It's just, I'm going to be really honest right now. I would love to trust Elizabeth, okay? To think that no matter what her faults are, she would never do anything to endanger her kids. That if Franco posed a threat to one of her children, in a second she would kick him out on his ass.
But you can't.
I think she believes that. And I think in her mind, she lives for her kids. I do. I think she really loves them. But Jason, let's be real. She is dating Franco. This guy has done so much damage to so many people in this town, including Elizabeth. And to say that it's twisted doesn't even begin to cover it. And she's with him. She loves him. She's allowing her children to be around him. She's letting him in her home.
Despite what everybody else around her says.
Exactly. And she spent basically their entire relationship defending him, so she has a lot invested in being right about him.
So you're saying she has a blind spot when it comes to Franco?
I'm saying that I think that she doesn't want to be wrong about him. But that doesn't matter. The important thing is trying to figure out what's going on with Jake, right? And Elizabeth said she's committed to that?
Yeah, she said that.
Okay, well then we need to focus on that, because a fight between you and Elizabeth is the last thing Jake needs right now.
Look, I just want to find out what's going on with my son.
Any idea where to start and how to do that?
Actually, I have an idea where to start.
I'm hoping that once...
I called Curtis, asked him to help, do some digging, so I can find out what happened to Jake. Maybe Elizabeth and I will know how to handle it without having Jake reliving it all in some stranger's office.
I mean, that would be ideal.
Yeah, but highly unlikely.
I don't want you to see Jake going to a therapist as some sort of a threat. He's going to need all the help he can get right now. And sometimes talking to a stranger is just a little bit easier, you know?
I get that. And if Jake needs a therapist, he's going to get a therapist. But I need to know what happened. I need to know how bad it got. The thought of anybody torturing my son.
I know. I hate it, too. But just don't worry. We're going to fix this, okay? Curtis said yes. He said he's in.
Yeah, he said yes. He said he needs to start in the morning.
Good. That's great. It gives us enough time to come up with a game plan.
Well, I already have. And it's something I can do tonight. Hi. I need to speak with your husband.
It's a little late.
I know it is, but I think he can help my son.